close.
Oh, good. Yeah, you're nice and close.
I'm nice and close.
You're Glenn Close.
That's right.
All right, hey everybody, welcome back to Baby's First Bloons. We're gonna go ahead and play Carved.
The Halloween one?
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go to a Carved save file that I already have a little bit, just to give you a preview of what it should look like. Now the point is, what you want to have before level 76. Okay, good. Is you want to have this thing, the Ultra Juggernaut Dart Monkey, because on this is before 76. What happens is there's like a series of balloons that are just going to come a knocking. I don't know what it is. Round 76 throws like this weirdly strenuous amount of balloons that the monkeys can't all like take out. So you need something that will actually throw the Juggernaut flail pikes and spikes around.
Interesting.
Yes, yes. And as you can see, you know, this much money, ugh, it's nothing, dude. You know, and you can't say that in real life, you know. But in Bloons Tower Defense 6, you can pretend you're a mogul.
Bro, heavy sneezing all today.
Dude, yeah. We made food with pepper in it. You know how it goes.
I'm not that. I'm not that white.
Yeah. Sneeze from a little bit of pepper.
I don't. You are the most peppered I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I just upgraded my boomerang monkey like to high heaven. Like he's like blitzed out, banged out.
Flipped out, banged out, tranged out, my guy.
He's got this like red like attire. I think it's like really, it's adorable, really.
So we've gotten to this new Guy Fieri show. You want to talk about that?
Oh my gosh, it's so good. Okay, so I don't know if this is like I'm getting older. It very well could be. Like I'm almost 25. I think it's kind of hitting me now. But like, everyone has that one show, you know, like, they have The Bachelorette, they have the British Bake Off. I'm not super into, I like a good dessert, I like my stuff. I haven't baked I haven't baked to the degree that I could be like, oh yeah, I'll watch the British Bake Off. So like, oh, I'm at level 16, okay, yay.
Come alive.
Right now I cook a lot, you know, and I like to make a lot of things from scratch. I think it's one of the best things about cooking because you can kind of like rediscover palate tastes, I would say. I would say that you also get to kind of reimagine like, you know, like the homemade things, like, you know, maybe you can make a weird version of macaroni and cheese or, you know,
yeah,
spaghetti or Alfredo or something. And so,
yeah, there's a chef on there that I really like, and it's a very casual and happy-go-lucky show. And a lot of like Guy Fieri stuff tends to be, and I find it to be such a fantasy because like, so much, you know, being in the food industry is really about like it's pretty much there's something about it that's very doctory and like medical drama-y and hospitality based that you don't know until you really dip your toe into the food industry how stressful and high paced it really is. And so to see people actually just like chillaxing, you know, and
yeah.
It's like there might be a winner, you know. It's always like there is a winner at the end of every episode, but it doesn't really like matter because usually actually the winner, according to the first episode, they feel like they kind of get penalized because if they win, then they have to actually sit down and write out the recipe. So that's like a fun little like weird like it's almost kind of like in Mario Kart when you get into first place, you don't get the good items anymore, you know. It's like now that you're the best chef, you have to actually write out your recipe, fool. There's one guy on there that I think is really cool, named Aaron Mays, He made like an Old Bay hollandaise. That was really good. I thought that was smart. I love Old Bay. So, yo, tell me your stuff.
So anyway, so we found a cooking show that's suited to us. Essentially, is what my long tangent was about. Um, and it's Guy Fieri, and he's with his friends, and they're at his undisclosed location ranch.
Yeah.
Because I don't think his ranch is like tourable. Because I think it's like his actual house. And he invites them over, and they do like silly little challenges. And what's interesting is the more episodes that you watch, the more you're like, oh yeah, I learned this trick from like this chef over here. I learned this trick from this chef over here. I'm actually putting in like, you know, this chef and that chef, and I'm kind of like, oh, this is like super cool. You know, like, yeah, like chefs are learning from each other, I think, which is like a really interesting like point. And it's like you truly like kind of see that they're not like, oh my god, if you win I'm gonna like kick over my can, like, you know, a lot of shows are, where like they get upset. They're like, oh no man, you deserve to, like, your dish was good. And it's like they learn from each other, and it's so like stress-free, and I love that. And he has these fun little challenges. Like, we just watched an episode where they were trying to do healthy dishes, or healthy version of dishes, and it was so cool. It was so nice. I was like, oh wow, this is awesome.
Yeah, I was looking up facts about Aaron May. Apparently, according to IMDb, it says Aaron May actually got famous through Guy Fieri. It says he and his restaurants have appeared on the Food Network's Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, Best Thing I Ever Ate, Guy's Big Bite, and he was a contestant on Guy's Grocery Games, which are all like Guy Fieri shows. So it's very intriguing.
And oh, I'm at level 17. Look at that.
Oh, come on, keep on. Show me the cheese. Show me the cheese.
Show me the cheddar. Show me the cheddar.
Can't get much wetter. Show me the cheddar.
That's gonna be the next OnlyFans thing. Can't get any wetter. Show me the cheddar. You know, like they've got really cool, and they've got a couple female chefs I really like. A couple of dude chefs. You know, one of them I think is really funny because I love the fact that you can tell he's like young. And that like he's like around our age, because he goes like bro and like dude, and I don't know, it's just like vernacular of like under 30. And so it's like, oh man, he's like kind of like one of us in terms of in that regard, which I think is really interesting.
Yeah, there's a guy on there. Oh god, it's like Justin something is his name.
Justin Warmer, I think.
Oh, Justin Warner. Hold up, I gotta look up this guy, because he is very much like the millennial character. Like, he says like a lot of like internet things with him and the Indian female chef, because she often says, she's like, oh, I'm making an Indian dish. I like the Aaron Warner guy is funny because he keeps making like East Asian inspired dishes. Like, he was doing that on the first 2 episodes, and I was telling you, I'm like, dude's got a little thing going on, and you're like, nuh-uh. And then an episode came up later, and it was like Asian fusion.
To be fair, it was Asian fusion, and
that was one episode though. He still kept making like other like East Asian inspired stuff like later. It was so intriguing.
Maybe he's an anime dude. I don't.
Well, yeah, he's the millennial character, bro.
He is the millennial, but I'm like, there's no way this dude is not like under 30, or like he just turned 30.
Yeah, absolutely.
In terms of like.
All right, now we're playing the park, or garden park.
Garden park? Oh shit! Ah shit, Badizzle.
Let me look this guy up here.
Yeah, it's like Justin Warmer or whatever. I
Justin.
really like the woman who makes cannolis. Her name is Alex. I don't remember how to say her last name, but she's so fun.
Let's see.